I'd like to show you how to use one of my favorite utilities, which is called Sandboxie. So Sandboxie is found at sandboxie.com, and it's a program that is able to redirect any activities that write to your hard drive and place them inside a sandbox, that is, a specialized area on your hard drive where all the writing will go. I have the installer for VLC Player. I have Sandboxie already installed here, it's free. I right click and I have in my context menu an item here called Run Sandboxed. So I'll click on there and I want to install this to my default sandbox. I'm going to run as an administrator and click OK. It's telling me that it's taking admin privileges, and then it's beginning the installation. Now you'll notice that when I run the mouse over the dialog here, then it gives me this yellow border indicating that I am doing this under a sandbox session. Also, the title has these two hash marks on it, also to indicate that I'm sandboxed. Click next, I click next, yeah sure. This is where I want to install it, Program Files Videoland VLC, and we'll wait for this to install. Okay, so now I'm done. VLC player is installed. I'm going to let it run when I finish, so we'll hit finish. It's going to think. Yeah, sure. There. Now, my VLC player is still running within the sandbox session. You can see we have the yellow border and the hash marks. I'm going to kill VLC player, and let's take a look over here. It should be in my programs, except that it's not. It won't show up in here because it was installed into a sandbox, not onto my hard drive or my regular Windows file system. So how can I get to it? If we go to our tool tray, you'll see the Sandboxie control. If I right click on there, go to default box and run Windows Explorer, it's going to give me some warning or other, I don't care. And then we can go to drive C, program files, Videoland. There's my VLC player, it's living inside the sandbox. It won't show up if I run a regular Windows Explorer session. This one, if I look at it, C, program files, VMware, but no VLC player, no Videoland player. So, that's nice. So if I wanted to, I could continue running VLC player within the sandbox, and all the activity that goes on will be stored there, not on the regular file system. What else can I do? I'll right click and I will explore the contents of my default box. I get a warning here that says that, well, says something that's probably useful. Here's the default box, and as I had said, it gives us a mirror of the file system on the computer. There's a registry hive, so all writes to the registry will go into here, not into the Windows registry. Under user, let's see, all Microsoft Windows start menu programs, there it is. There's the start menu item that would normally go into the start menu, but it's been intercepted and put here. Alright, so I've used VLC player and decided I didn't really want to keep it. If you normally install a program and then uninstall it, often it leaves stuff behind. It leaves things in the registry, leaves behind temporary files, it'll leave other extraneous junk. What I can do here is I can go to default box and I can delete it. It will delete everything in the default box and leave nothing behind. And so I won't have any remnant of VLC player left on this computer. So I can evaluate programs. I can also run a sandbox session of web browser session and not worry that I'll pick up viruses. Also, it won't make any permanent changes to the computer. And so Sandboxie is a really useful tool for these kinds of things. I highly recommend it if you need to evaluate a lot of different programs.